Hey, what's up, you guys? My name's Chris Wheeler.
Okay, so today, I'm going to talk about how I build my Instagram following. The top three things that I do. To build my Instagram on a daily basis, weekly basis, and give you some insight on how I've scaled it in the last 90 days and how I'm building traffic with Instagram as a platform. Now I'm going to go over, it's going to be pretty quick. I'm going to plug in my phone in just a second, but I'm going to go over hashtags. I'm going to go over the new feature, following hashtags. I'm going to go over how to identify and find people in your niche, and how to get them to interact with you, as well as how to basically SEO, if you will, your posts as you post on Instagram. Again, it is my top three, and we're going to get into that right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go on to the Instagram app, and I'm going to show you the three things that I've done to get me followers fast. So here you go. You can see that I have followers, and look, they're even real. They follow me, they start liking stuff, right? So this is just overnight. So basically, the three things that I do that really have helped, and you need to do these things consistently. You can't just do it one day and expect the results, right? I've been doing these things for a few months, and just in the last week or two, they've been starting to pay off. Obviously, you do see a small payoff, but you definitely want to keep doing these things every day, right? But you can see, here's a perfect example, right? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is following hashtags. It is a new feature on Instagram, and I went ahead and followed like the top 15 hashtags in my niche. And I like them, and then I leave a comment, right? But you can't leave just any old comment like this girl here, right? You can't just leave you can, but I don't recommend it, right? So I'm going to go back up and read it. It says, thank you for not believing. Thank you for the pain it made me raise my game, all right? So I'm going to write something meaningful in here. And I'm going to say, I totally relate with this. I am my biggest critic, but also my biggest fan. This is huge, right? Because what people do is they're going to look through those comments, because it's a pretty good post, right? It's gotten some good activity. And they're going to look through those comments, they're going to read them and see that I actually dropped some value, right? It's all about dropping value on those posts. All right, so that's the first thing. And how you follow those is pretty simple, right? So let's just go to hashtags real quick. Go to mindset. I am following it, but you can go down here too in your niche, and you can see other ones, right? So let's go ahead and go to succeed, and now I can follow that hashtag, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is hashtags, right? So you need to do hashtag research on your niche, on your niche, and you need to figure out what hashtags would be best. So I threw in a couple extra ones just to get, put my wings out, put my feathers out, or tentacles out, whatever you want to call them. But I have a lot like profile, right? Profile, YouTube, lifestyle, MacBook Pro, talk, friends. Those are some extra ones, right? But then I have iPhone X, but then I have niche ones like work harder, work, entrepreneur, millionaire mindset, grind, hustle harder, sales, marketing, digital, money, can't stop, won't stop, make it count. And the list goes on, right? And you want to change those up and continuously search and look at hashtags. And the big thing is you want some that are very popular, and you want some that aren't so popular. Because what's going to happen is if you go to, let's go ahead and take a look at iPhone X, right? So there's 1 million posts so far on that, right? My goal is to be the top posts, right? That's my goal. But you want to look at not so popular ones like salesman, 10,000 posts, right? Let's see if I'm on the top. And here, see, I'm on the top right there, right? And that's the goal, is to be on top of both. Eventually you want to get to the top of something like this, right? And how you do that is is based on your post and how much attention it gets. Now, the last thing that I'm going to tell you that out of the top three things that have helped me get followers on Instagram is you also want to look for where your followers are going, right? So, for instance, if you're selling cars, you might look at, your local car dealerships around you that have a lot of followers, and follow them. If you're looking for local traffic, if you're like me and you're selling stuff online, you have a wholesale business, I'm going to look at other companies. It doesn't really matter where they are. It just matters on their following. And I'm going to go and basically reverse engineer who they're following, right? So that's pretty easy to do. Let's see if I can do it on one of these. It does take a little bit of digging, right? But let's see if I can do it on one of these. So let's go ahead. Let's go back up here and take a look at this gentleman right here. Okay, so here we go. He's following Mercedes-Benz. Obviously, that's cars. Let's see. Who else? You just want to click through and see. I like to look for the blue check mark, but here we go, right? He's following winner matchmaking, so that might be good to follow some of those followers or interact with some of those posts and some of those people, right? See, it's on Adidas. They have a good amount of followers, maybe a little bit too much to interact with. You basically want to go through. So I'm just going to go back up here and show you. So let's go up to, where did that go? Where did that go? Here we go. So you interact with their posts, of course, on here like we did with the hashtags. But what I like to do is go to their followers and, oops, clicking random buttons here. Go to their followers, right? And it'll load. The Wi-Fi is pretty slow this morning. Here we go. So let's see. Let's just pick a random person. You obviously want to look for names that are in your niche, but you can never really tell 100%. So let's go to her. You can like and comment on that, right? Obviously this, hopefully that actually looks like her kids. Okay, so I thought it might have been like a teenager profile. Obviously I'm not really looking to sell to 15-year-olds, but you can interact with their posts, leave comments, like them, even follow them. They might follow you back. And those are my top 3 things that I do to build my Instagram. And I've been building consistently for the last 90 days. So that's really good. And you can see my profile views up there. You can see my analytics. So it just shows to you, I'm getting a good reach. Getting really good reach, right? Obviously, I want to get more profile views, more website clicks, more email clicks. And that's basically it. All right, you guys, hopefully you enjoyed the 3 top things I do to build my Instagram.